Good afternoon, everybody. It's Dr. CJ Benkert, and I'm here at Pura Vida Wellness in Lakewood, and I'm here with Elaine, and I'm so excited because I know we're going through a lot of dark times right now. I know there's a lot of bad news right now, so I decided today to share some good news. So we had a coaching call on Monday, and do you remember how you started the phone call?
No, I don't.
She said something like, I just wanted to say how amazing this, do you remember?
Yes.
What did you say?
That this was a life-changing program that I was on, and I was very grateful to be in it.
So we spent some time, and I found out Monday that she came to see us back in September because she had seen someone that she hadn't seen in a while, and they were looking really good, so she decided to come and check out the program. And I found out Monday that Elaine, after 20 years of being on diabetic medication, was off of all of her diabetic medication. After 10 years of being on thyroid medication, off of all your thyroid medication.
Yeah.
So Elaine, share with us your journey, what happened, where you're at now, and where you want to go.
Well, 20 years ago when my mom was passing, I came with the diabetes from all the stress that I was under came out. And I was wearing a size 26 at the time.
Wow.
And I had my children to think about. And I was looking for something to help me change. And when my son got married, his wedding motivated me to start losing some weight. And I did, but I was still in women's sizes, very large women's sizes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really hard to be in the diabetic program. It was very devastating to me. And I didn't like taking my blood check all the time. It was just really putting me in a real depressed state.
So it was hard to prick your finger every day.
Yes.
How did you feel about being on the diabetic medications? So she went through the traditional conventional treatment because most people think that that's all that there is available.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that like for you?
I thought it was going to help me. I didn't know it was just going to prolong the disease. So I thought it was helping me, and it wasn't. It was just feeding the disease, prolonging it, really, and that was devastating when I found out about that.
How did you find out about that?
I got an email from a different association, and they, when I went to their seminar, they told us, they gave us the nitty-gritty on what the side effects of the drugs, and one of them was dementia.
Yeah.
And I was devastated. I said, wow. And it wasn't a program that I could afford, and I didn't know what to do. And I went home one day, and there was one of my daughter's friends, and I'm going, Trisha, you look great. I've known you since you were a teenager, and I've never seen you look this pretty and this healthier. Are you losing weight? And she told me about your program. And I said, well, how affordable is it? And when she told me, I go, where is it?
It wasn't the $10,000 that the other program was charging, because I know those other programs.
It was $13,000 that they were charging.
We don't charge anything near that, do we?
I didn't want to be the lady on cat food. No, I don't want my children to worry about me.
Yeah.
Financially and health-wise.
Yeah.
And
so, what was it like when you started?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Where did you start, and where are you at now?
Oh,
this is so amazing.
I was very close to 190 pounds. I was 189. And
189 pounds.
Yes, and I didn't
This is her
know
chart, guys.
that I could do this program. And one thing was, they said, don't eat breakfast. I go, oh, okay. Nobody said intermittent fasting, because I have problem with fasting, but I have no problem not having breakfast. Right. So, it's just like, okay. And I go, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then with all the water that I was drinking, I was never hungry. And that's one thing I wrote on my book. I'm not hungry. I can't believe I'm not hungry.
So did we give you a bunch of drugs and stimulants, or or did you eat real whole live food and cook vegetables and
Good healthy food. Good healthy food. Nothing processed.
and nutrients that are concentrated foods and
No
herbs,
drugs.
no
No drugs. Everything
supplements,
natural.
nutrients. So you started off. Don't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. 75 years old metabolically when you came in. Actually, that
Older.
was, I think that was your second, when you started your second round. Okay, my bad. All right, so she came in September 2019. She was 79 years old metabolically. Everything was in the red. So when we take people through, we do this body composition analysis test to see the health of the body inside. So after one round, looks like you dropped close to 20 pounds, right?
Wow.
And you went from 79 years old metabolically down to 75, nothing in the red, and then you did a second round in January, and you finished that round off 153.
Yes.
Okay, and now she's 64 years old metabolically, but
Yes.
we just did her body composition today, and she's 58 years old metabolically,
Yay.
153, 54 pounds. Nothing's in the red anymore.
Right.
But I told her, and I sat down with her because she came in to do a Zyto scan because we customize our programs for everybody. And now we know her body told us what nutrients she needs, what foods she needs. And so she's going to do our wellness program for a while, which is what I do now on a daily basis. Diet variation, healthy eating, some fasting, some carb loading. It's all of it, all in one, because we don't want to do any one program forever. The body doesn't like it. We want to do what our ancestors did. So she's going to do the wellness program for a while, and then she's going to do one more 40-day
Yes.
detox, cleanse, lose it, and you will be in your 20s and 30s by the time you finish that program. So I wanted everyone to know, I haven't really announced this officially, but I thought this would be a really good time to do it. I have just finished a book on diabetes. It's in its final editing stages at the moment, and it will be released on Amazon May 7th.
May 7th.
And my book goes into detail of a story just like you of a woman that was on medication and thought it was going to help her in the beginning, but she figured out later that it was making her worse. She was gaining weight. And then I go into my story of how this happened for me. I've lost 2 members to diabetes, so this is very personal to me, and I'm very passionate about helping not just people that are struggling to lose weight. We can cover that hands down all day long. That's easy for us. But who I want to really reach are people, diabetics. You're not even a diabetic anymore, but where you were in September, to show you that there's a change, there's an answer. So I cover the conventional treatment and why it makes it worse. I go over the research and the clinical documentation of how it makes it worse. And then what our approach is, actually getting to the cause of the problem.
Yes.
And taking all the junk out of your diet and feeding your body with all these healthy things, and fasting, intermittent fasting, and whole foods and healthy fats, and teaching you long-term wellness. So the book is going to, I hope, help a lot of people, and we'll talk more about it later. But with all of that being said, I just want to thank you for trusting us, and thank you for sharing what the program meant for you when we were on the call Monday, so that we could share this with other people. You know, the idea is to share this story with as many people as possible so that they know that there's help available. So with that being said, what would you say to somebody watching who is either diabetic or afraid of becoming diabetic, or just weight loss resistance? They can't lose the weight no matter what they do, and they've tried keto and they've tried Weight Watchers and fasting. What would you say to that person?
I would say, try it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I've lost too many friends to type 2 diabetes who ate themselves to death and didn't know how to stop.
Yeah.
And this is absolutely a gateway. My doctor is so excited about this program. He said, bring me your information from that program.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Elaine. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, signing out. Pura Vida Wellness. Thanks, everybody.